Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we are back on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 90, and would you look at that? Take a look at that beautiful sunrise across the End Olympics and all of the forest that is surrounding New Hermiton. I mean, I've got to say, I really feel like we should expand off into the distance here, into the forest, build some stuff over there, but maybe that might be a project for a future episode. I don't think we're going to be working on any of that today, and that is quite simply because we have got a bunch of really awesome things planned. To start things off, we're going to be doing a little bit of collaboration work. We're going to be working with False Symmetry, doing some redstone stuff over at the horse racing track, and it is off miles away in the distance. I also got to ride a horse for the very first time. I've never really ridden horses in Minecraft before, so that was a little bit interesting, and that will be coming up in a couple of seconds. But I just want to say that it is currently midday on the hottest day of the year, and I'm not feeling so good. So if I start saying odd things, then you know what's happened. I'm probably dehydrated and not functioning particularly well. Okay, so I am here with False Symmetry, fellow hermit, and we've got a bit of a project today. Because
we do indeed.
I've heard that False has put a book in the Redstone Consultancy. I hate to say it, I haven't actually read the book. Having just thought about it, I haven't read the book. I'm sure it's a great book.
Oh no, it's a brilliant book. The best one.
I feel a bit bad actually because you put the time into to do the book, and I've just hopped on here, started talking to you, and realised I actually haven't actually read it. But what we're going to be doing is, in fact, do you want to explain it?
Yeah, well, I've built something on the horse track, like a skull thing, and I need it to kind of be a little bit more mechanical, I suppose. It to kind of move its teeth around and eat the horse track people that are going past.
That sounds good to me. That sounds like a fun little project. So I've got myself a horse. False has donated a horse to me, and I'm not particularly good at the whole horse riding thing. I can tell I'm not going to be the one.
I've lost you already.
Yeah, I'm stuck in a thing. All right, here I am. I can tell I'm not going to be the one that's going to be winning the horse races when we do actually have the horse racing track.
Yeah, they're a bit of a pain.
Yeah, so whereabouts do we have to go?
We go through the portal here.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we keep
not
going
actually
this way.
through it. Okay.
No, just walk through it, yeah. And then we make a glitchy way all the way to the horse track.
Okay. I think your horse might be a little bit faster than mine. I don't know.
I don't know. I've not gone the horse test thing, so I don't know how fast they are.
This guy doesn't.
Me already.
This guy doesn't seem to be jumping particularly high though. That's the one thing. He seems to have a
he
lot of
doesn't
health,
jump high.
but not a lot of jump. So do we have to go all the way along the horse racing track?
We go through your little bit of the horse track, and then we turn right, I think.
Okay.
And that'll go backwards on the horse track.
So we'll run through here.
So it'll take a little while to get there, but...
Oh, that was like Grand National style. I never actually tested that with a horse.
You've never tested it with a horse?
No, like I said, I didn't know if it was going to work or not.
It works pretty well, actually.
Yeah, it's quite fun. Because I wanted it to make it so that it doesn't like stop people. It just is a little bit of an obstacle, something to think about. I don't know. It was all a bit of fun.
Yeah. This is kind of difficult to see where to go when you're going backwards, but
yeah, I have no idea.
Kind of follow the fences, I suppose. But actually, before I actually chose an area to build in, I decided to go round the whole of the horse track, and it took like half an hour.
Yeah,
because I had the slowest horse.
It's
and I didn't realise it was so long.
Really long track. Wow.
It's crazy.
What?
But
Is this your section?
Yeah, it's my section so far.
Oh man, this looks so cool.
We're going backwards on it, so it's not quite.
Yeah, well,
how you're gonna look at it, but yeah.
It's still. Oh, this is cool.
And then this is the skull here, or the back of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I didn't want to say anything, but
an inverted skull. Yeah.
Wow, this is awesome. So you're going for like the sort of prehistoric bones and fossils and. Oh man, this is well cool. And he's got like the burning eyes and everything like that. And then is that yours? Did you build that?
Yeah, I'm building that at the moment. It's like a little airship thing.
Wow.
So I've gone with more kind of a pirate theme, I suppose.
Yeah, that's...
Even though there's no water really, other than a river.
Having just gone through my section, then coming over to yours, I feel a little bit embarrassed.
But yeah, but you've gone for the whole redstone thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, this is like where I suppose I don't need the teeth.
All right. Okay. So do you want them from like?
Maybe?
Do you want them coming up and down? So you want some coming down from the top, or do you want them just to pop up from the bottom?
I was thinking just the bottom.
Alright, that sounds fine to me.
Because the mouth's not all that big, but yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you've got them coming down from both sides, that's going to probably kill a few hermits, not just stop them.
Yeah.
So that might not be the best thing.
Yeah, well.
So I'm guessing, I really don't want to overcomplicate things, but I guess the first thing is, we came from it backwards, didn't it? So they're going to be coming in from down here. So that means that we should have some sort of pressure plates or something that will make the teeth pop up as people go over them, because otherwise we don't want them running all the time, essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, that should be a fairly simple task. In fact, it's so simple that I think I've actually got everything. Oh, hang on, did I actually bring any pressure plates? Oh, don't worry, I've actually got some stone.
Make some. I've got some materials.
Right, I'm gonna say about 6 pressure plates. That'll do.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna make some.
Chuck the.
I think I've got the stuff. Yeah.
Yep, I've got 6 pressure plates on me. I just found some.
Oh, you do.
Yep. So we're all good.
Okay, cool.
So. Yeah,
you bring your own stuff and everything.
Yeah, I know. I'm a self-sufficient redstone engineer. Comes with his own tools, his own materials. Now I'm gonna build the teeth out of iron just for the second, because that makes life easier. Nice pearly white teeth for this dude.
I know, he brushes his teeth.
Yeah.
The rest of him's a bit of a mess, but other than that...
he's got some, he's a bit overgrown, but he's got great dental care.
He's got some issues going on, but yeah.
So I guess, just as far as the redstone is concerned, it's just quite simply putting the redstone next to the piston. Oh, it's a good thing I brought my 4 repeaters, isn't it? That was close.
Awesome. So it's pretty simple.
Well, yeah, I have to admit, this has been, and this is
the best job ever.
Yeah, this hasn't been an insult or anything, but this has been the easiest redstone consultancy job I think I've had so far, which is a good thing, because it means that I don't have to do quite as much. Because I've done a few. I've done one for Biffa. I did one for Biffa about half a year ago, and I had to build an entire sorting system. That took quite a long time.
Yeah.
And then Corrales, I had to build some like chicken sort of thing. So this should actually, we're almost done. Can you believe it? And then we can actually give it a test on the horses, which is a plus.
A race.
Yeah, we can have like a mini race. I don't know if we'll go all the way around the whole horse racing track, because that might take all month.
Yeah, that will. Especially with these horses, they're a bit slow.
Yeah, my one's not too good. Exuma's asking us to sleep.
Yeah, I can sleep. There's a bed up here, but I don't know if you want to...
Well, I'd have to log out, so we'll let him know. But by the look of things, well, my horse just walked over the pressure plates.
Did it go up?
And they went up, so that's good.
I missed that. Right. He's testing it for us.
Yeah, exactly. We've got our own tester. Now where? So wait. I can see one horse.
Yeah, the other one's in a pen behind here.
Is he? Oh, look at that. I'm assuming that's your one. My one's the wild one. I think Exuma got sick and tired of us. Right, okay.
He keeps logging out.
So let's give this a go. We'll both go through it.
Oh no.
Oh.
A bit of damage there, but that's fine.
That's alright. That'll do. I think that's the job done, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Well.
Thank you very much.
Oh, we got a creeper.
No way. I'm going to take him out on the horse.
I can't wait to see how well this goes. Especially because how laggy these horses are and everything.
Aha.
Nicely done. Nicely done. So that was all a lot of fun, wasn't it? We got to do a bit of stuff with false symmetry, all very interesting, and now her horse racing segment is even better than it was beforehand. But one thing that I want to say is that the heat really got to me there. I'm sure you could tell from the audio recording, but I did not sound particularly good. I got very knackered, very tired, and I just felt like I wanted to leave the room, bail out into the outside world, and just bask. Because trust me, it was so hot in my room. It got up to 36 degrees Celsius. For anyone from America, I don't know how hot that is in Fahrenheit, but it is extremely, unbearably hot. So I don't know if I want to do that again. But now what we are going to be doing is a little bit of collaboration work once again with Exuma Void to try and sort out a little redstone problem that he's been having.
Okay, so I'm here with Mumbo.
Hello.
And you've been checking this out. You can't figure out why this doesn't work either, right?
Yeah, I have no idea. I bet we're missing something proper obvious.
It could well be. It could well be. But everything here just looks right, doesn't it? And
Yep. I
don't
honestly
know,
can't see a problem.
yeah, so you have a really cool solution for this, actually. It's pretty simple and straightforward.
Yeah, my idea is that we just chuck another item filter down in the water, and it's not not particularly elegant, or it's not ideal essentially.
Yeah,
but it will work.
But here's the thing: we're dealing with a bug, and we don't know why it's. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is a bug. If we kind of said, you know, we might be missing something obvious, but if not, this is a bug. So it's a pretty good solution, I think. You know, we just filter out the items later on. We just don't filter them out at this point where it doesn't seem to be working.
Yeah, well, it seems to be like half working, so then maybe this one will half work, and we'll gradually get it down. You just need to do a lot of item sorters.
It should be fine because the items are going to come through one at a time from this thing, and we can even control the pace of them by changing this clock here, which is kind of annoying, that ticking in the background. Whereas here we can't control the pace at all. The items make their way in, you know, chicken and feathers go into the hopper at their own pace, and when we do a test, you know, if I put 10 items in there, it'll split it up half and half. So I think your solution is going to work.
I should hope so. I really should hope so.
I'll have to let you know. Thanks for coming down and checking it out. I will get back to this in a bit and hopefully be able to fix this.
Alright, thank you. So now that we have done all of the things that we needed to do, we can crack on with some other projects, other things that have been going about in my brain, and this is one of them. You can probably tell straight away what it is. No, it is not some horrendous looking flower. It is actually meant to be a target. So let's go down to the bottom and see if we can hit this first go. Ooh, that was just missed. And that one there, second time lucky. That is absolutely perfect. So this is going to be a target, and we will have a whole bunch of these. And then what the hermit will do is we'll come over there, he will shoot arrows at all of the targets, and when all of the lights come on, then they can stop timing. So essentially, it will be the person who can hit all of the targets in the shortest amount of time. I would say, at least I think, that is going to be a lot of fun. Those sorts of games really, really appeal to me, and they're the sort of thing that I've really enjoyed playing. So I would say it's going to be a lot of fun. Whether the other hermits enjoy it, I don't really know, but it's worth giving it a shot, and it'll be a fun little project to build. So I have been searching about New Hermiton for probably the past 20 minutes or so, looking for a location for this build, because obviously it's going to be quite big. There's going to be a lot of fairly ugly looking structures about, and I don't want to be messing up any of the views of various different places. So we are over here at KFC and D McDonald's, and what we are going to be doing is we are actually going to be building it all the way down here. Now this strikes me as being absolutely perfect. I mean, look at this place. We've got a nice flat open land. We can put all of the targets up along here. We can even chuck a target up on that cliff if we really want to. But I think what we're going to do is I'm just going to head straight over here, and I am going to place down the very first target. So the person will be over where that iron block is. So I would say around about here, and we'll put down a base, and then we'll make a nice tall pillar. I would say that will do. And then how are we going to do this? We need the red there, and that is going to be a 5x5 ring. Is it going to be 5x5? We'll have to wait and see. And it's just going to be 3 across like that, and a bit like this. Then the lamp will be dead straight in the middle. Yeah, it's going to be 5x5. So we got that right. So then the red just goes round like this, and then we have the 3 across the top. Of course, we need that wooden button. Can't forget the wooden button. And then the red going all the way back around like this. So it really is. It's quite a simple little structure, really nice and easy to build, but that is what is going to make up all of the targets. So if you stand over here, I don't actually have a bow and arrow on me, but if you stand over here, that is going to be quite a tough little target to hit. So it's going to be interesting seeing the hermits play this. They're going to be firing arrows left, right and centre, probably killing everything nearby. But what I'm going to do is I think I'll do a couple more targets, give you a progress update, and then I'll do a couple more, and it will sort of follow on like that. 4 of the targets are now in place, and I gotta say, this little game is looking very difficult indeed. That one there is probably the easiest, but then that far off one, then you have this low down one, and then another slightly further off one. You are going to have to be able to be very accurate and also very quick to get a good time. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how good some of the hermits are with their bows. This will be really good training for ultra hardcore to get those far off shots and things. But as you can see, this is all going fairly nicely. I don't know how many more targets I want. I might put another one in there, and then probably 3 or 4 over on this side, and that will be all of them done. I don't know what strategy people are going to use. Maybe they might go from left to right as if they're reading a book, or they might just do it completely random. Who knows? It'll be really interesting to watch other people playing this. But I think what I'm going to do is I'll keep building all of these. I'll do another one over on this side, I would say, and then I will catch you guys in a little bit. I have been doing a little bit more work around here, and you can see that I have changed things up a little bit. Now, instead of having like a firing range where you stand here and you shoot all of your arrows in one direction, we have got a full 360-degree firing range. So it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. But I think we're going to do one more, and that will be up on this side. I don't know if I should make this another tall one, because I decided to throw people off by putting a tall one in, but I honestly don't know if the arrow is going to make it. I would have thought it's just going to be a little bit difficult to actually hit it. But I'd say that this would be a pretty good place to put the next one. So let's build a little platform here, and then we will do it all the way up. Yeah, I'm going to make this one a tall one just for the fun of it. Of course, you are going to be able to see it from over here. But then again, there's so many signs that are up in the air, I don't think anyone's going to be too bothered. So we'll chuck in all of the red stained clay here. I had to go back to my base and get a little bit more of it because I built one hell of a lot more targets than I thought I was going to do. You know, remember in the beginning I said that I wanted to do about 4, maybe 5 targets? I don't know how many I've done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th one. It's a big old target range. But it's looking good. It is looking good. So I think I'm going to keep building this one. And then eventually we'll go back and we'll give it a test, because I want to see what sort of time I can get. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first run of the Archery minigame by Mumbo Jumbo. This is the first time we're testing it. I don't know if all of these are possible. I mean, I'm not particularly good with a bow or anything like that, so this isn't going to be very spectacular. But I've got myself a bow and 64 arrows. 64, I should certainly hope, is going to be enough. If I need more than 64 arrows to hit 7 targets, I think I've got myself a bit of a problem. But anyway, the timer starts as soon as I shoot the first arrow. So let's try and get this dead on target. And 3, 2, 1, go. That's missed. Oh, how embarrassing. That's missed as well. Come on, hit the button. I swear that's it. Right, okay, there we go. Jeez. This is going to be very, very annoying. Right, that needs to be down a little bit. Over a little bit. You know, I might need more than 64 arrows. This is ridiculous. Right, that was perfect. Did you see that? Then this one here. Perfect. There we go. Getting into the swing of things now. Boom. Did you see that? And that one was way over. Right, a little bit down, and bang. That's done as well. Mate, I am becoming professional at this. That one is almost done. We're almost there. Right, that's been hit as well. Then this one. Come on. Yes, I've done it. And then this one here. And that is time up. Yes, okay, that is done. We have hit all of the targets. Oh, that was stressful, but that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I can't believe how many arrows it took to do the first one. I can't believe that. That was great, though. Well, I'm going to take a look at my sign, and then I will report back to you. Oh, I'm stressed out. Can you hear? So that took us 44 seconds. 44! I don't know if that's good or bad. Can you tell if that's good or bad? I mean, there was definitely room for improvement there. I mean, we missed 4 arrows on that first one, and 4 arrows on the second one as well. How embarrassing. So I think we might have to do that again in the near future. Maybe we'll have to do all 3. The labyrinth, and then the End Olympics, and the arrows. Maybe we could get all of the hermits together, and we could have like a little tournament thing. I don't know, that would be really fun. I can imagine that would be awesome. But I'd say 44 seconds is a half decent time, so I think what we're going to do now is we need to create the little lobby area in which you stand in. That will have all of the instructions and also the best times book, so all of the other hermits can come along and put down their times, because it's always good to have a little bit of competitiveness on here, seeing what other people are up to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back over to my base, pick up some supplies, and then we'll get building. This might not be the best looking thing I've ever built. I mean, it's not ugly, it's not offensively ugly, but it's not pretty, is it? It's not gonna win any awards. But what we have to remember is that the build itself has to be non-obtrusive. I believe those are the words I'm looking for. Essentially, if you're firing arrows from here, you need to make sure that they don't hit anything. And I would say this does a pretty good job considering it's just a flat platform. But anyway, down here you can see the rules. Number 1 is stand in the little iron square with bow and arrows. Hit all targets as fast as possible. Light on equals hit. Put your time down in the book. Good luck. So here is the book. Now we are going to put the times up at the top. Why do my books never work? I have finally been able to input things into the book. That made me look like a right idiot, didn't it? That really did. The book embarrassed me because look, the worst part is everything is now working fine. I don't understand what happened there, but I just wasn't able to type anything into the book. And trust me, I was pressing the right buttons. Because, I mean, I'm fairly susceptible to doing that sort of things, but I know for a fact that I was definitely pressing the right buttons there. But anyway, let's chuck this down into the chest. So if any other hermits come along, let's see if A, they have the same book problem as I do, but B, if they can beat my time, because this is going to be a lot of fun indeed. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for today. So I hope that you have enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.